guys, welcome back to Magic Trickster, and today I'll be showing you another cool, easy trick that you can easily do. It requires a little bit of a setup, but once you do that setup, it'll be such a good trick. So what we're going to do is we're going to get three of the same number. So 3, 3, yeah, just got to find another 3, 3. So what I'm going to do is do this is shuffle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna put these into 4 piles. So 1, 2. Okay. So the cards you are memorizing are the 3 of hearts, the 3 of diamonds, and the 3 of clubs. So make sure you memorize all these cards. But if you can't, I'll leave a text box, probably in the top left corner, showing the cards. So you don't have to memorize it, but if you want to, then it'll probably make the trick better. Okay. Let's get more loss. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create 2 piles. So if you see any of your cards, just tell me to stop, and then we'll find your other 2 cards, okay? So here we go. Did you see your cards? No? You didn't? Okay, we'll try this again. You still didn't see your cards. No? Okay. We'll try the other way then. You still didn't see your cards? Man. Okay, we'll just go back to the other way then. Since you can't see any of your cards. So I went through all the deck. I went into 2 piles. You didn't see any of your cards, any of your 3 cards. You did see one, but it wasn't the same suit. But there's only 3 cards here, so that means it must be no other than your 3 cards. The 3 of hearts, 3 of diamonds, and the 3 of clubs. Okay guys, that was the trick, and if you want to see a tutorial, stick around. Okay guys, this trick is very easy. It's very simple to do. It requires a little bit of a setup, but we'll get to that later. So what you're going to need to do first is you're going to need to get 3 cards of the same number. And you tell them to actually get them, because in some cases people have not done it, and I had to correct them. I had to tell them to actually get cards of the same number. So you're getting 3 cards that have the same number. So let's give this a quick shuffle. So you're getting 3 cards of the same number. So look through the deck. So we'll just use 8s because I already have 2 8s here. So we'll just this 8 and then this 8. So 3 cards that are the same number. And then you want them to remember the suits too, because in some cases they'll come across a card. So say the 8 of clubs is not in here, right? So when you do later on, when you do your trick, the 8 of clubs will come up and they'll think it's one of their cards, but it actually isn't. So you want them to remember the suits, and it's actually greater if there are more spectators around, because they can each memorize a suit. so it would be much better. But if there's one spectator, tell them to make sure they can even like write this down. Tell them to make sure to memorize the suits. And yeah, okay. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna create 4 piles. But the way you create the 4 piles is a bit of a setup. So in the first pile, what you're gonna do is have a pile of 10 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The second pile. Second pile will consist of 15 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And in the third pile, we'll have 15 cards also, and then the fourth pile will have 9 cards. But what I do is I do the fourth pile first, because that leaves me with 15 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then leaves me with 15 cards for the third pile. So you want them to make sure they memorize 3 cards. And then what you do next is, doesn't matter which card you use first. Take one of the 8s, or any number, it doesn't matter. You put it on the first pile, on top of the first pile. You take a few cards from the second pile, doesn't matter, just don't use all of it. And you put it on top of the first pile. Same thing with the second pile. You take the second card and you put it on top of the second pile. You take a few cards from the third pile and put it on to the second pile. And then you take the third card, you put it on to the third pile, and then you take some from the fourth pile and then put it on to the third pile. And then you take the rest from the fourth pile, put it on top of the third pile, and then put it on top of the second pile, and then put it on top of the first pile. So what that does now, it puts each of the cards in a position that the cards won't be able to show until all the way towards the end. And if you do this step right, if you do the 4 piles right, then chances are they won't see their card all the way until the end. So this part's crucial, and then the next part what I'm about to show you is also crucial too. So what you're going to do is you're going to create 2 piles. One's going to be face up, one's going to be face down. Now the way you're doing it will all depend, because the way you do it, if you do it right, they won't cards. Like I said, the cards won't show until all the way towards the end. If you do it wrong, then one of the cards will show, and then the other 2 cards will. And if you do it completely wrong, then you get the idea. So the first you're gonna do this in total of 4 times. So the first time, it's gonna be a combination of up, down, up, down. You'll see what I mean. So take the first card, go up, and then next card down. Up, down, up, down. You can even say it out loud if you want to. Don't say too much out loud, but you can, if you want to, you can whisper it. So it'll be up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And just keep on doing this until all the cards run out. Okay, as you may notice, you probably saw the 8 of clubs somewhere in here. People will like mistaken like their cards being in here. Look for so 8 of clubs. They might mistaken that this is one of the actual cards. So that's why it's like critically important for a spectator to memorize their card. It's even better for them to write them down, like I said earlier. So just want to point that out. So right in there. So okay, second time you're gonna do the same thing. So it'll be first card up, second card down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just doing all the way up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just doing all the way up, down. Okay. Now the third time, you're gonna do it the opposite way. You're gonna go down, up. So what I normally do before this is I say, "Oh, you still didn't see your card? Okay, we'll find another solution. We'll go the other way to see if we can figure out your card." So that's how I get away with it. So what you do now is you do down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then what I say normally afterwards, I say, oh, you couldn't find your card? Okay, we'll go back to the other way. So now the other way is just basically up, down. So you go up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And if you do this right, this pile will remain with their 3 cards that they have chosen very from the beginning, which is their 3 cards. Okay guys, that was the trick. If you liked the video, please like it. Comment down below what you'd like to see next, and please subscribe to my channel to see more.